Hugging Face. If you know about open source AI, you know about Hugging Face. If you want to use open source models, you must know about Hugging Face. But if you are not an engineering person and using Hugging Face is so difficult to understanding, so this video is made for you. Hi, I'm Jingzi. After watching this video, even you are not an engineering person, you can take your first step into Hugging Face. But before I start, let me first answer a question. Why Hugging Face? Every day you open X, podcast, and YouTube, you could see a lot of new AI model and new AI agents chasing the latest trends. The more you learn about AI, the more anxious you become, gradually losing yourself in the wave of the information. Why you learn about AI? What exactly do you want to do use AI? You have to know about that. The AI information we encounter on social media is a mix of product, business, and technology. AI technology is packaged as a business story that puts at your nerves of curiosities and anxious. But AI is a technology and a tool at its core. It should make you more confident the more you use it, not more anxious. So let's go back to Hugging Face. As the world's largest open source AI community, Hugging Face brings together the most original AI open source models and AI engineers. On this platform, we could see AI is a technology built from several key parts, including models, datasets, agents, and demonstration, and there is a community where people can share and improve ideas. All of this support us to understand that AI will be the most revolutionary technology of our area, and what we need to do is learn and use its technology to better our life, not disrupt it. From AI user to contributor, you can achieve every leap on Hugging Face. You can start by using and creating public space to make your own AI demo, going from users to builders, from understanding datasets and models, training your own specialized small models to make professional agents. You go from builders to architecture, and then by participating in community discussions, contributing blogs, and joining discussion on AI safety and AI's environment impact, you go from architecture to contributor. And today this video is the first step, space. In this video, we will talk about three things: how to pick a space, how to deploy a space on your own computer, and how to make your space and share it. Of course, none of these steps require you to have a development background. You can rely on your code agent to handle the code part. So, what is a space? They are product feature demos made by independent developers or AI companies. These spaces are hosted on Hugging Face Cloud. Unlike GitHub, which requires downloading and installing, spaces are AI model apps you can use directly on Hugging Face. And you can also use space on your phone. On Space page, you can find the space by the categories shown there. I had a previous video specifically about treating these categories as Pinterest to find product ideas. You can also research by keyword directly. For example, I researched flags. This is the famous image generation models on Hugging Face, and a bunch of flags-related specs come up. Each space card has 3 status colors. Running means you can use it directly. Sleeping means Hugging Face put unused free space to sleep to save computers. But if you click on it, it will automatically restart. Green one or once noted build arrow. Those are broken. Ignore them. Some space cards are labeled 0. This is 0 GPU. 0 GPU is Hugging Face shared GPU scheduling systems. Each free account has a certain 0 GPU quota, and using this space consumes your counter's quota. Upgrading to the Pro account at 9 euro by month gives you 8 times more GPU usage. There is also the featured target on space. They are picked by Hugging Face officially with higher quality and more stable. So let's click into this space. Okay, on this page, you can see it directly as a product. Enter prompt, click generate. Okay, wait a few seconds, and an image come out. This image can be downloaded directly, and you can also click the like button here. By this way, the space goes into your account favorite. So next time when you want to use it, just find it in your profile. And here we find the files page shows the code architecture of this space. And this community is where you can communicate with the space author. You can submit suggestions and the bugs you encounter. And click on this button and you can see the builder functions. And here we could click the duplicate this space and you can change the name and the permission. So this space is on your page. Yes, congratulations. So you have your first space. Part 2. Deploying a space on your own computer. If you see a space that fits your need, download it on your computer. The benefits of doing this are you have a free AI product you can use without limit, and your data and your information are stored on your own computer with no risk of leakage, and you keep fully sovereignty. Your usage doesn't depend on space technical support. But deploying space means downloading the space code framework and the open source models running behind it. Before you deploy it, you need to check two things. First, whether your computer's hardware meets the requirements to run this space, and what the source code and the commercial license actually allow. You can find these requirements on Space Models page. So we select Run locally and you will see the clone git page already lays out every step. Okay, let's start deploying this space. So we open the CMD PowerShell and we copy the first command from the page and pass it to the PowerShell. Okay, once that step is done, copy the second step. Create and isolate the Python environment and activate the virtual environment. A virtual environment is the stereo workspace you build for this space, so it doesn't pollute your computer system's environment. After successfully activation, you will see an event mark appear at the start of the command line. Now we just copied the third step. Install the dependence and launch. The first launch will trigger downloading the model wide, which may take 20 or 15 minutes, and the model is automatically saved on your computer, and you can use it completely offline. I got an error during the installation. What we could do is in the same finder, tap Cloud to call the Claude Code for help. In the prompt, just tell it to continue helping you finish the install. So this space will take a while. Just be patient and wait. Okay, it's done. After successfully launch, PowerShell will pop up line of the URL address. You just copy this address into your browser and you will see exactly the same interface as on the Hugging Face page. At this point, this space is running on your computer. Okay, you can generate an image locally. Congratulations! Now you have your own AI product on your computer. Part 3. Building a public space. There are many ways to build a public space. You can build your own program from scratch, or you can build your own space by modifying and combining other space. These processes all involve creating a space page on Hugging Face, setting up your own token, building your own space locally, then pushing it to Hugging Face, and finally getting a public web page. Here I will walk through how to combine existing space into your own space. Here we are using the VI API feature under the space. What is API? API stands for Application Programming Interface. It sounds very technical, but understanding it is actually very simple. You can think of it by this way. Every space exposes an interface to the outside. When you enter this interface in your program, you are connecting that tool into your product. You can connect several APIs together to compose your own product. So I made a space that combined these two Flux models to make an e-commerce product photography studio. The function works like this. I download up a product image, add to Pinterest style mood board, and write a prompt to describe the style, and it produces a stylized product image. And then there are 3 buttons to change angles. For people who doing e-commerce products or content, this is a real tool. And let's see how it's made. We first go to Hugging Face and create an empty space. So we fill in the space name. For the last, if you choose meat, That license means your space is also open source. Others can use it, learn from it, and modify it. SDK is Software Development Kit. Think of it as a toolkit that builds your space interface. We choose Gradle. This is the most common one used in space. And for the template, we choose blank. For the hardware, we use CPU free because we are just calling other people's space, so we don't need a GPU. For the visibility, choose public if you want others to be able to use your demos too, and click space. The framework is built. The next step is the token. This is Hugging Face AD card. In the setting menu, click Access Tokens, then click New Token. Tokens have 3 types of permission: read, write, and fine-grained. Since we are making API calls, we use write. Now we fill in the token name and click Generate. This token code only appears once. You can copy it on your own notepad and never copy it past it directly into code because anyone who opens your file could see it. The correct way is to enter it in the variables and the secret section in your space settings. Get the space API's name. Starting from this step, we collaborated with the code agent. In my case, I use Claude Code. Here is the prompt you can inference. I will leave it on comment. In the prompt, we explain the workflow and the API name of the space A and the space B. So let's get the first space API. Navigate to the space and scroll to the bottom of the space page. Click the Use via API button and notate it. Only space with Gradle have this Use via API button. Other SDK format doesn't have it. Select the Person tab. On the API name list, find the longest, most completed one, usually called Generate or Infer. Here I recommend bringing a Cloud or GPT to add code comment. These are the places you need to add comments in the prompt to prevent Claude Code from generating code that error out. Okay, we got the API name of the first space, and we got the second space API as the same way. So we could complete our prompt with these two APIs names of these two spaces like this. Now we create an empty folder locally. In the terminal, launch the Cloud, paste the prepared prompt to Claude Code. Now let's run it locally and see if it runs. Okay, it runs locally very well. And the next step, we push the local program to Hugging Face. You can directly tell your Claude Code your space name and let it push to your Hugging Face for you. Or you can copy paste the app requirements readme fields into the files page of the Hugging Face space. Go back to the space mine page and waiting for the building to complete. Tada, it works. Let's test it. Okay. It seems works. Yeah, finally, you can copy this URL and recommend it on your social media. Finally, let's compare Hugging Face Space with web coding product. Hugging Face Space pages usually look pretty simple and basic. You won't get this flash UI effect you'd see from web coding directly with Gemini and Claude Code. But what Hugging Face gives you is the abilities to ship the core function to your AI product right away. Get your first bunch of testers from the machine learning community and start collecting feedback. Yep, once your space is live, you will also find an analytic panel in setting where you can see how many people use it each day. So thanks for watching. I hope this video could help you and see you in next video. Bye.